Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Sunland Park here on Tuesday. It is the 4th of January 2022. I'm going to look at the 8th race from Sunland, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. The 8th race from Sunland's feature, it's a lounge race going for a purse $42,800. Races for New Mexico bred 4-year-olds then upwards. We have a field of 7 horses going to the main track. The distance of ground here of 1,300 meters, if y'all want to go by that, or the distance of ground of 6.5 furlongs on the Sunland main track, 1,300 meters, 6.5 furlongs. And, I love handicapping Sunland during the winter on a Tuesday afternoon. It's just something, I always like these races here. And I always like that lately, the last few years on Tuesdays, they're getting rid of the quarter horse races on Tuesday to make these all thoroughbred cards. And I think it makes it a little bit more exciting. Not that I don't like quarter horse racing, but it just makes it a little bit better. But my top selection here, I'm going to go with the one horse Storm Bayou. We'll go 1-5-6-4 in the superfecta. 1-5-6-4 super. Top selection, one horse Storm Bayou. 6-year-old gelding here by Atila's Storm. Simon Brushler trains this one. Gets Suarez up in the saddle. The horse's most recent outing came the 31st of October at Zio. 1 mile in the New Mexico Classic Cup. And the horse finished second by length. He was on the pace early on, but he just couldn't keep the momentum late. Do like to cut back to 6.5 today, where he doesn't need the lead from a stalking position from the inside. I think he could really run a good race. Before then, a Staper at 100,000 stakes race at Albuquerque, 7 furlongs, 12th of September. He finished 9th by 5 3/4 lengths there. He had a horrible beginning, was very, very wide, and I think the trip cost him that day. It just wasn't his day to win after that horrible trip. He did get some redemption with that race last time out of Zia, and then before that at Albuquerque, 28th of August, 7 furlongs and opposite 20 claimer. He won by a neck. He stalked. He got the lead. And he held on to the wire. That was a very good race. You had to, bite your fingernails late, but it was still a very good run. And then the land of enhancement at Ruidoso, 7.5 furlongs, 31st July. He finished third by 7/4 lengths. He was very, very wide. There you need to save some ground. And it just wasn't his day to win going around the 7.5 furlong circumference. But cutting back to 6.5. From the inside, training well, off a little bit of refreshing. 3-1, let's use him. I think our second likeliest winner is the 5-horse Strawberry Whiskey. Aldo Albreleta gets the mount on this one. Most recently, New Mexico Sprint at Zia Park, 6 furlongs on the 31st of October. The horse won by length, closing up from absolutely nowhere. He ran a terrific race. He's a deep closer, but at times, but he can sit a little closer. He's done decently on this track. He hasn't won, but he's done decently on this track. His worst race came at a routing trip, but I think 6.5 furlongs is really his trip. Training well. We'll use him at 5-1 also. But to recount my selection for the 8th from Sunland, let's take the one horse Storm Bayou. Give kudos to the 5-horse Strawberry Whiskey. 1-5-6-4 super. 1-5 in your multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.